Hey Ron, this is Harry from Hasper TV back with another video. So today, TJ's not turned up, Elijah's not turned up, so you've just got me, I guess. So we're going to talk about Tottenham because we are playing next Thursday against Chelsea. And yeah, we're just going to talk about the game. Also, a little tidbit on Ange because surprisingly, The Athletic have posted a story earlier this week talking about the candidates that could take over Ange. And finally, after ages and ages, Ange, his job is under scrutiny. After probably we should have got rid of him a long time ago, but you know, Eugene, you're right.
Hi, Harry.
Hey, you're right. Can you hear me?
You can't. Yeah, I can hear you. You're live?
Yeah, I'm live.
Hold on. Let me switch on the car engine. I'm in the car, actually, so... Yeah, just waiting for my wife to... Yeah, it's... Guys, it's one...
I don't know what happened to TJ, bro. I don't know what happened to him. He disappeared anyway.
It's one... It's going to be 2 a.m. in Malaysia here now, so... You can hear me clearly?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's good. Yeah, I'll just be on for a while, right? Who else is Who else is joining?
Well, I don't know because no one's replied in the group chat.
Hold on, let me get this off.
Yeah.
Let me swing this down a bit. Yeah, it's clear. All right, what you want to chat about today, right? We had about 2 weeks off doing nothing but, getting slated by people who are calling us not real fans and go and support other clubs and all that shit, right? So, yeah. That's all I heard, right? So
I mean,
yeah.
I don't know if you've seen the Athletic, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what it's about. You know, there's been talk that Ange's job is finally under scrutiny.
Doesn't really matter, right? I've been telling you guys, right? I'm Ange, don't care, right? Because whatever happens, right? If that piece of shit is still up there, right? It doesn't matter. You can bring in Jesus Christ and it won't help us.
Yeah, but like. Do you think they're going to get rid of him at the end of the season then? Or do you think they're going to wait?
No, to tell the truth, right? I've been saying this for so long. I said this about 2 months ago on Tottenham away, right? He'll be here until the Europa League, right? If we are still in the Europa League, he'll still be here, right? Me and Dietrich Kane was going on about this. Nobody wanted to believe us, right? So whatever happens, right? If we sack him, right, you bring in whoever you're going to bring in, yeah, we might look good for a while, and then we go back to the same old cycle again, and it just ain't given the correct players, and blah, 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 not supported, right? It is what it is. But at the moment, all I can say is that candidates to replace Ange, I don't care, to tell the truth, right? Ryan Mason, yeah, he'll be a good choice. Right.
I mean, the three names they said were Iriola, Silva, and Frank.
Yeah, they can say what the hell they want to say, right? So I don't know. We were linked to Mbappe, right? So where is he now? Yeah. So yeah, let them say what they want to say. Yeah. The truth is, right? The Spurs fans. The truth is, we must wake up and understand that if we want our club to be a mediocre club and not win anything and just be meh for the rest of our lives, right? Then accept what you have, right? Bring in whoever you would want, right? We already tried Jose, we already tried Conte, right? The elite managers. We've already been told, right? We ain't gonna get no elite manager.
About Chelsea as well, so if you want to hop on.
Hey, big up, Nippon. I'm sorry, right? Because the day that you sent me the link, right, I wasn't feeling well, and by the time I saw it, I think it was some time in the morning. So, yeah, are we still doing the Chelsea show thing? You must let me know, right, Nippon? Right. So you must let me know ahead, right? Don't just. Oh, Nippon want to do the Battle of the Bridge show for. Are we playing Chelsea on the 3rd? Right.
It's on Thursday, yeah.
Yeah, on the 3rd. So. Yeah, we're supposed to do a Battle of the Bridge show. So, Nippon, you let me know. WhatsApp me, right? When are we actually doing the show? Because you sent me the link on that day. It was all of a sudden. So, I'm not sure.
Are you streaming it all next week?
So, I'll be streaming the Chelsea game live, most probably.
Oh, are you doing
right? And then, I'll be doing a watch along. And then most probably I'll be doing the protest along too, so you guys will be there, and then
Yeah,
we will do the same thing the last time, right?
yeah.
And I'm sure Guy will still be there. Guy, yeah, Guy's a character.
How was
Right.
last
Guys,
Ramadan? Are you doing Ramadan, Eugene? I didn't. What?
oh yeah. I was doing Ramadan, and I fell sick. Right,
Oh,
so now I'm off Ramadan for a few days. I wasn't feeling too well on Tuesday and Wednesday.
Isn't it finishing on Sunday or Monday or something?
Yeah, we will find out for Malaysia on the 30th. That's when we're gonna sight the moon, and whether we're gonna find out whether it is on Monday or Tuesday. Yeah, Monday or
So by
Tuesday.
the time you
I'm not
go
sure.
back to it, it'll be finished, won't it? I guess.
Yeah, by the time we do the watch along, yeah, Ramadan will be over. Yeah, at that time we'll be celebrating.
I think because you were ill. By the time you go back to Ramadan, won't it be over pretty much?
No, I'm just because my yeah, but then we have to replace it later.
Do you still have to fast
There's a
later on? I don't know how it works because I'm Christian.
No, we have to replace it later. Yeah, we've got a replacement program there. Yeah, how many days we miss
Oh,
out
really?
because you're
Oh,
sick
wow.
or yeah. Then we have to redo it again, right? We have to redo it after.
Friends, Eugene, at my work, I've got a lot of Muslim friends, and they were telling me you
Yeah.
should do it for like one day. I'm Christian, innit? But like he should do it for one day. He should tell me not eat till like 6:30.
Yeah, no. The thing is, it's not just not eat, not drink too. Yeah, sense, so that's one
I
thing.
will have not drinking water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just getting used to it. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Hey, Levin.
You okay?
Big up for you.
Excuse
Yeah,
my
I'm okay.
handlebar.
Oh, it's Nippon.
Yes,
okay, big up Nippon. Hey, big up. Hope you're doing well, Nippon. Right.
Is this the first time you're seeing me with the mustache, Eugene?
Yeah,
Yes.
I haven't seen you like that. I haven't seen you in a year, Nippon. If I'm not mistaken. Right. It's good. It's good you're on because okay, guys, I've got to hop off and do some things. Right. Maybe I can.
Eugene. I can't be that bad.
No, because my wife is calling me.
Ah, fair enough.
Right.
Then you should go.
Okay. I'll catch up later, bro.
Okay.
How are you doing, Harry?
Yeah, I know. It's been a long time.
It's been a while. I'm trying to get you on so many of my streams. So much.
But no, the problem is I get caught up in like other things. That's like, but you stream really late, so sometimes I'm just like not there. Or I just
Look, it's my schedule at work. I could be called in as early as 5 a.m. or as late as 4 in the afternoon.
So you just don't know. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's unpredictable.
He's frozen. I think he's gone off, but he's frozen. Anyway.
Yeah.
But can you tell me about Chelsea? Because I don't know anything that's happened with Chelsea this season. Like
we've not been great, but somehow we are still in the Champions League spot.
Yeah.
But I'm actually not confident facing you guys. I mean, Ange is being pressured. We're not doing that great. It's all set up for you guys to beat us.
You think?
Have you seen our form? Like just a few wins in the last, I don't know how many games. We've not been great.
Let me just check, so I think I can find it on the BBC. Probably on the BBC. I know you lost, but you beat, like, I don't know who it was. Let me just check, because obviously it'll say the tables.
You beat Hans Christian Andersen FC, by the way.
So it goes win, loss, win, win, loss.
Not looking good. I'm telling you.
You've lost 8 games.
If there's a time to play us, it's this weekend.
What are we playing on Thursday? Yeah.
Sorry,
Are you guys playing FA Cup this weekend at all, or not? Are you guys out?
Not sure. But hey, you guys could win the Europa League this season.
We could.
Hey, if you win the Europa League, just say.
Hold on.
Will you give Ange one more season, or?
I wanted Ange out since last year, so.
So wait, even if you win a trophy, you'll still want him out, despite.
Well, personally, yes.
I just don't think he's the right man.
Like his tactics are really bad. But I think if he wins the Europa League, he'll probably stay. There's no way they'll sack him. There's no way they'll sack him.
But do you think he should stay if he wins the Europa League?
Personally, no. No, you're not in the FA Cup. I just checked the fixtures. No, you're not.
Are you serious? You wouldn't want someone who won you a trophy to stay another season. Surely that buys us another season.
Well, like I said, I think he will stay another season if he wins it, 100%. But do I want him to? Probably not.
Why not? Why not? He would hypothetically, he'd win you your first trophy in 17 years.
Yeah, I know. I'm not saying but I don't know how to explain this. Okay, so I don't want him to stay because of his like tactics and just the way he is. Really, do you think he's going to win us the Europa League? Because we've got Frankfurt next.
I have a funny feeling it's gonna. I think it's gonna be a Man United Spurs final.
You think?
And I have no idea who's gonna win.
Yeah. You think? Yeah. Man United Tottenham.
Yeah, I think it's going to be one of your it's going to be like something like a very uninspiring final.
Joseph, you want to hop on? I've got someone on one of my friends. The link's here. Joseph, if you want to hop on, the link's here. It's one of my friends. Yeah. He's a Tottenham fan. But anyway,
don't worry, I hate Arsenal more than I hate you guys anyway.
Yeah, I know you said that before. The thing is, I hate Arsenal more than I hate Chelsea. I'm the same. Like,
obviously, it's if you're a Spurs fan, it's default that Arsenal are your most hated team.
You say that, Nippon. There's some Spurs fans who hate Chelsea more somehow. I don't know how it works, but
really,
yeah.
In fact, I actually know some. I met a Spurs fan once, and I can't remember their name. But their most hated team is neither Arsenal nor Chelsea. It's West Ham.
Oh. Yeah, there's some fans like that, I guess, but I don't see it that often. I think West Ham's normally like second or third on their list. Like they'll say Arsenal or Chelsea, and then they'll say West Ham.
I know a Spurs fan who hates West Ham the most.
Yes, guys. Hello.
Hey, you're right.
Yeah, good, thanks. Yeah,
Mate.
nice to jump on the stream, innit? Why not?
Yeah,
for a bit. But yeah.
So Nick is a Chelsea fan, by the way.
Oh, cool. Nice to meet you, mate.
Don't worry, I won't bite.
No, that's all right. It's all right. Don't worry. At least it looks like someone might win a European trophy. I don't think it's going to be us. Somehow, I think you might win one. I think you might win one.
You're still in it, though.
Yeah. I'm still in here. I just don't back this guy to win the Europa League. If I'm being honest, you know what I mean. It's just I feel like he's done okay in European games so far, but he's not really when he plays. You know, even a Frankfurt, he's got to be better tactically. Let alone a Lazio. I mean, that's what I'm more worried about. Like Lazio with two legs, I just don't think he's going to be able to do it.
We have one of our ex-managers is managing at Lazio.
Who is it? Is it Sarri?
Maurizio Sarri. Yeah.
Is Sarri still the manager? No, I don't think he's the manager anymore, mate.
Is he not?
He's not.
Oh, I haven't been keeping up with things.
No, he's not a Lazio anymore.
Hey, bring that up again. Most of the Chelsea. Oh, really? I could go on a rant for this.
It's the whole Y thing, I think. It's the Y thing. You know, they used to sing about. Yeah, I'm not going to repeat it because I'm going to get cancelled. But
yeah.
But you know what I'm talking about.
So, hey, what's your thoughts on? So, do you think West plays against Chelsea and Southampton? Is that what you think?
You think we'll rest players? Well,
do you think we should do that? Yeah, that's what I mean.
What game, Joseph, do you think he's going to rest players in? Southampton or Chelsea?
Yeah, it has to be Southampton.
He'd be stupid if he rested players against us because it's a London derby.
I agree with that. The pride, that's the one game, you know, between now and the end of the season I do really care about in the Premier League, you know, as much, you know, even more so because that's the one game, you know, that is London derby pride. You know, I do want to really beat Chelsea. That's one thing.
Look, who do you hate more out of us and Arsenal?
Arsenal.
No, it's still Arsenal. It's still Arsenal first, but then Chelsea's definitely very close second. You know, I've grown up on hating them, so You know, especially to what it is. It's
Well,
all the
well, I don't blame it because of the whole Battle of the Bridge thing.
well, yeah, but it goes back way before that though. This goes back. I'm talking back when John Terry was obviously coming through, and he was obviously, like I remember him getting sent off a load of times when I was younger against Spurs, and I just didn't particularly
Oh
like the way
yeah,
around the referees and stuff. You know, I think, and then obviously I just realised they hated us. So, and then I think also on top of that, it was
I'm a
because
selfie with John Terry.
yeah, but I'll tell you why. I'll tell you another reason why I hated Chelsea. Really, was because basically because they had that great record against us where they kept calling it 3-point lane about 20 years. I think
I remember that. Yeah.
they won every game pretty much. They went White Hart Lane, and we hadn't beaten them until like 2006. November 2020, I think it's the first one when Aaron Lennon scored the winner.
Mm.
So yeah, that's a long time ago.
Look,
But yeah. By the way, Harry, I don't know what you thought about that Legend. Did you watch any of that Legends game? By the way,
I saw the highlights.
yeah. I saw. I'll tell you what, that team would definitely beat Andrew's team right now. They're in imagine prime that team. That team was even the likes of Dawson and King. Do you remember them when we were growing up? Dawson,
Yeah.
King, Lennon, Defoe.
Mate,
even
Lennon got
Robbie
good.
Keane was good.
Yeah, Lennon's crossing was good that game. Before I saw
Yeah.
it.
Unbelievable, because that's something that he hasn't really always had. Like for a while, you used to always, it used to be hit and miss with crosses, didn't it? The final ball wasn't always there, but I always loved the way he did that trick all the time. He always go on the right and get a cross in.
But
every
do you
time.
think that team then was like? My brother hates me to saying this, but better than like the 06 team, like with Berbatov, Keane, Lennon.
Which team are you talking about?
Carrick.
Sorry,
Like 06 under Martin Yole.
Yeah, that team. But which team is better than what? Sorry,
Better
which
than
other
what
one?
we have now. I'm saying.
Oh, one we have now.
I think so personally, but
I think it is as well. But I mean, I think it is. But there's more leaders in that team. That's for certain. I can tell you that.
You had Ledley, you had Dawson, you had Carrick. Even Tanyo was probably better than some of the midfielders we have. If I'm being honest, like
I know.
You had Lennon, and you had because Tanyo sometimes played on the left. I'm talking about before Bale. Tanyo used to play on the left sometimes, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Personally, for me, I think
Vardy, well, we'll see what will happen with him. But
I think having grown up, I think one of my favourite teams obviously it's got to be that end of Harry Redknapp era team.
Oh mate,
that team, you know what I mean? With Bale, Lennon, Modric, Parker, midfield, and Van der Vaart behind Adebayor and Defoe. Yeah, because Adebayor actually wanted to play for us at that point, didn't he? Because he was playing for a contract.
Walker, Cotto, King, Cabal. Cabal was sick that year, man. Cabal was so good that year.
Eunice, I remember Eunice Cabal.
Yeah.
Was he French by any chance?
Yeah, he was French. Yeah. Yeah, he scored our only ever winner at the Emirates in the league.
Yeah,
you know,
in the league.
Yeah. So that was a great game.
That's my favourite ever Spurs game, Joseph. Even though I didn't go, it's my favourite Spurs game.
That was incredible, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I quite enjoyed the 4-4 game as well, though. You know, when Dave Bentley
yeah.
scored the halfway line, and then people were about to leave early, and then exactly Lennon. Yeah, always a hero for that.
But I remember that game vividly because I always associate.
I never leave a game early.
Never.
No.
Left a game early.
I wasn't there. It was at the Emirates. But I remember that game. So there's certain things I remember, like that game, obviously, when we were 4-4, is I watched with my brother and my dad, and my two brothers, and my dad. So we used to, the lads, sit down and watch the game. And it gets to 4-2, and my older brother gets up, ready to go. He's given up at my old house. And then we scored, Gina scored the goal, and we went 4-3, and he sat down. And then Lennon scored the goal and went ballistic. I remember it was just like...
Is everyone in your family Tottenham, by the way, Harry?
All my family's Tottenham, yeah.
I'm the only person who likes football in my family, basically.
Oh, there you go. Wow. And you chose, and well, to be fair, you chose a team that wins a lot. To be fair, I have to say, over the last, you've been spoiled with winning in the last 20 years. I'd say, overall. I know, but your last trophy was 2021. Am I right?
Yeah. No, it was the Club World Cup. It was the Club World Cup.
4 years ago, it was your last trophy.
Yeah.
So all I'm going to say is we're going to win a trophy before Arsenal.
Yeah, you should win the Conference League this year, so that should be one.
Hey, are we all Real Madrid, by the way, in in the
Oh, Real
next.
Madrid fans, in the next game. Yeah, of course. Yeah, you have
Hala
to be. Don't
Madrid,
you?
Hala Madrid, all that.
Yeah. If I'm honest, though, I'll be happy for someone different in order to win the whole Champions League altogether. I mean, like I can see, you know what? I can maybe see PSG doing it this year. This could be
I'm
their
going to
year.
make a bold call.
Yeah, go
I
on.
think Aston Villa will knock out PSG.
You know what? It's not impossible.
Yeah.
It's not impossible because Emery's very good in Europe like that tactically, isn't he?
I think Villa could win the FA Cup. I don't know. I have this feeling they could win the FA Cup.
Definitely could. I mean, they've got oppositions like obviously they've got Crystal Palace will be interesting if they play them, or they could play
City.
obviously
City.
Bournemouth or City. I mean, that's the key thing. But yeah, Villa got great.
Bournemouth going to knock out City. I don't know why. I think Bournemouth going to knock out City on Sunday. I
I've
think
got a
Forest.
feeling as well.
I think it'll be Bournemouth
I have
Forest.
a funny feeling they will too.
I think it'll be Bournemouth Forest, Villa,
Imagine Man
and
City
Fulham.
go trophyless this season.
I don't know. I'm
great.
feeling the semi-finals will be Fulham, like Forest or something, and then Bournemouth against Villa. I think that's will be the
Okay, you think Fulham will beat Palace then? Because that's an interesting tie actually. I can't call it.
Yeah. I just had this feeling like City going to get knocked out. I don't know why.
Even tomorrow's game's tough though in terms of the Nottingham Forest are away to Brighton, aren't they? And Brighton are in form at the moment, so Nottingham Forest did bad at 7-0 at home, but it's away from home this time.
Yeah, Chris Wood.
But
my dad really rates Elanga. He likes Elanga a lot. My dad, like, he wanted him at Tottenham. We know when they sold him.
Yeah, do you know what? I'll tell you, it's definitely not better than what we've got on the right at the moment. Let's be honest.
I mean, it's not difficult with.
No, it's not.
Then again, you also could argue that Johnson as well. Did you hear?
Well, you could argue that we signed Johnson from Forest though, and then obviously look how that turned out. I mean, it turned out so far anyway. I mean, so who knows what's going to happen if Elanga steps up to us? I mean, he's maybe now he's going to be in Forest and been a while. Maybe it'd be a good option, to be honest with you. But obviously, I'd rather see him another couple of years at another club to see what he's ready for that top big six step up. Do you know what I mean? Again, because he obviously had it at Man United and clearly he wasn't ready apparently. So
it was a big jump, wasn't it?
Yeah. Then again, he's doing really well in Forest and they're third in the league. So I think he suits us as well because he's like a counter-attacking team. Counter-attacking team would suit us. It depends what kind of manager we bring in next. If we do,
under Ange, we won't play that way. So
I know, there's no point. Yeah,
we need to bring him in. But I'm just saying, my dad really likes him. That's what I'm saying, basically. Yeah. Because he likes those like fast players that can take on players like like Lennon and Bale. Like obviously they were like his favorite kind of players.
Direct players on it. I mean, to be fair,
a lot of wingers aren't like that nowadays. Really, I don't think. Like Langa's kind of an anomaly in that respect.
Everyone loves to cut inside, don't they? On their favourite foot. That's the thing I've noticed. Rather than go to the byline.
So I've been watching some old Premier League games like on YouTube, like Chelsea, Arsenal, United, whoever. But when I saw the Premier League now, like it's so much slower. Like it used to be so frantic. The games used to be so crazy and frantic. But after 2010, 2012, I don't know what happened. Like it just dropped. Like
I mean,
slower. Like I just don't watch games now and think it's gonna be exciting. It just seems quite boring. Yeah.
I mean, what's your guys' thoughts on? What do you think about the quality in the Premier League this year? Do you think it's actually a quality league, or do you think because I know there's been a lot of talking now at the moment about how a lot of people are saying, Liverpool, they're not a great. They're very good side. Are they a great side?
I don't think they're a great side.
That's the thing when you compare to the past, isn't it? I mean, I don't know.
They got Salah, and that's probably why they're winning the title. I think because you look at Arsenal, right? You compare Arsenal back in the day to this Arsenal. They got nothing. None of their players were getting to the old Arsenal team that Wenger had back until like 2006, whatever it was. 2005.
Yeah.
Even Saliba might get in at a push, but apart from that, I don't see him. Because Redknapp was talking about this. Did you see his interview on We Are Top TV at all, or not?
Yeah, I did see some interview on that Redknapp. Yeah,
they asked him which players get in from his side. Do you remember? In the current side. And they asked him all these questions, and he was like, basically, none of them would get in. He tried Romero instead of Dawson, and at the end he changed his mind. He goes, "No, I'm putting back Dawson." Anyway, but like then he started going on a rant. You should watch it on saying, "But look at the old Chelsea team. None of these current Chelsea players were getting to the old Mourinho team. Look at the Arsenal team, guys. None of them are getting to the old Arsenal. Look at United. Like all these teams." I just think, you know what it is? I think the quality overall in the league has gone down. Like there's less world class players. Like before, you look at the top 4, and most of those players were world class, at least in their 11, like first 11.
I know.
You could name like 10, 11 world class players. Now you look, this is not. There's not enough really. Like, and then on the consequence of that, because some of the and the reason why I think people think it's competitive is because some of the teams that normally like the Palace, the Brighton, these teams, because they've improved, and even some of the lower teams have improved, right? But because they've not improved to like the level of, say, like, you know, the other top 6 or top 4 teams, it's kind of like, I don't know how to explain it. So those lesser teams have got better, but because the bigger teams have got a lot worse, it makes it look like everything's quite even-ish.
Yeah.
So basically, I think but in reality, the quality overall has gone down just because like the low teams have gone a bit up. Some of the low teams have gone a bit up. You know, the bottom 3 is probably one of the worst bottom 3 I've seen.
Oh yeah, no, I agree. I think overall, I think it's a bit in the middle, isn't it? Because to be fair, I think a lot of the teams nowadays, you know, that obviously in the Premier League now, the quality has gone up in them. You have to say overall, because you know, you look at the teams like, for example, even let's see, look at Bournemouth and look at Forest, and you look at in general teams like over the years, Brighton's, Leicester's over the years. Do you remember when they were like 5 years ago, 4 years ago, when Leicester had their great team? So I'm saying, you know, teams can break into the big 6 now. It's not really a big 6 anymore, in my opinion, personally. They used to be. Everyone used to say, "Oh, the big 6 is obviously, you know, Chelsea, Arsenal, Man United, Man City, Spurs, Liverpool." You can't really.
The big 6 just keeps changing now. What's your name, by the way?
Joseph.
Oh yeah, Joseph. It just keeps changing these days. There is no big 6 anymore.
No,
there is no set team.
I agree. There isn't anymore because, you know, you look at the amount of teams that are breaking in. Like, look at it. Like the Villas have been breaking in over the last couple of years. You look at the Brightons. Even like I'm saying 4 years ago, look at Leicester when they obviously won the FA Cup, finished 5th twice in a row.
Can you bring that comment up from Ellie again? But have you seen how bad we have been as of late, though?
Yeah, I agree with that comment. We are cursed at the Stamford Bridge for the most part, because we've only ever won there once in like 30 years, and that was on April Fool's Day in 2018. So I think that goes to tell you ironic everything you need to know really about Spurs' record at Chelsea. Let's be honest.
We've won one game there at Stamford Bridge.
Look, we're not exactly pulling up trees this season, though. So I mean, if there's any time to beat us,
but you'll find a way. You'll find a way.
but that's things that we've said for the part. I remember us being our best. You know, even in the Poch days. You know, our best, or us being there in Harry Redknapp days. We've been there many times, and we still haven't. You know, we still haven't won there. You know, like, you know, so it's difficult. I mean, we've got a few draws along the way. There are a few draws, good results.
Do you think we are your bogey team?
Well, certainly at Stamford Bridge. Stamford Bridge is like Anfield for us. We're cursed. I think we've won there once in about 30 years as well, my lifetime as well.
Was that the Alley game?
You're cursed at the North London derby at the Emirates as well.
Yeah, the Emirates even as well. Yeah, I know. Well, you see, this is Spurs in a nutshell. This is the problem with us. Like, you know, even in the years and years gone by, I don't remember us having any great records at these big away grounds that we're supposed to have good records.
Anfield's horrible for us.
The Etihad's the only one, isn't it?
Yeah.
We've had a good record there.
Hey, Elijah, you right?
Do I look different with my moustache?
Are you asking Ellie? I don't know. Ask her. Yeah. But anyway, Elijah, how you doing, man?
Oh, I'm chilling, bro. I thought I'd drop by for a little bit because I've got a little bit of time to spare before I head to work in it. So
yeah, go ahead.
What's up in it?
Yeah.
Yeah. How's everyone doing, man?
Yeah, good. Good, thank you. Yeah, nice to meet you.
By the way, he's the guy who did the grifting on Henry Wright. Just saying.
Bro.
Oh God, the less said about the less said about that sellout, the better. I used to rate him.
Oh gosh, it is what it is. Yeah, man, I did that video, man. This feels like ages from now. At this point,
What's
though,
what's
it's
your
been
name?
months. Elijah, man.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. But I kind of just dropped in the middle of the conversation. I don't know what we're talking about.
That was
Oh,
like a Chelsea game, isn't it?
Ah, got you.
Chelsea game coming up. Yeah, basically how we've got a cursed record at Stamford Bridge, and then it just like any like loads of other big six stadiums as well. You know, I don't
Yeah.
think we've got any great records at any of the like. Actually, I say that we've got a mixed record at Old Trafford, haven't we? Now we've done well in the last 10 years.
Did you not beat them this season?
Yeah, we did. We beat them 3 times this season, actually. United.
Since Ferguson's last season in
That should tell you all you
2013,
need to know
AVB
about Man
won there,
United.
remember? Since that year in 2013, we've had a decent record at Old Trafford.
Yeah, we have. Yeah, since we beat them that first time, I remember 2012, we when Vertonghen scored, and then the 3-2 game under Fergie.
AVB, you know.
Huh?
That was AVB.
What do they do these days? The 2 Belgian guys you had at centre back.
One retired.
Oh, they're both retiring this year, this season. You know, Vertonghen and Alderweireld are both retiring at the same time.
I'm trying. I don't want to use. It's probably a banned word on this stream. I'm trying to go for Suleiman the Magnificent. His moustache.
Oh.
I'm so sorry. I mentioned him.
I don't even know who you're talking about.
I don't even know who that is. I'll be so real.
Yeah.
He was a sultan from the Ottomans.
Okay.
I mean, I wouldn't know.
I think he's trying to take us on Greek. It's going to offend me because it's Turkish or something. I don't know. I
was scared I might have done that. I'm not gonna
no, it's fine, man. I'm literally looking at Uber Eats order Turkish food later. So what difference does it make?
Cold.
Just past experiences.
Yeah. No. Trust me, Nippon, that whole Turkish Greek thing kind of died off now, man. That was like 20 years ago.
Yeah, look.
My generation don't care about that sort of thing. I got Turkish friends, man. I got Turkish friends, so I even went to a Turkish wedding last year, Nippon. So what difference does it make?
Look, it's just past experiences that I've had in which I actually managed to offend someone by mentioning Turkey to a Greek person.
Oh, I know. I'm not Nippon. I'm not like that. I'm like Joseph knows me anyway. So it's like
Said person later came to me and said I was being childish. I'm sorry.
Oh, are you going to Stamford Bridge then, Nippon, for the game or not?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm working on that day.
Anyway, because I've got Elijah and Joseph here, I'm going to ask you guys. So, Eugene hopped on for about 5 minutes before you lot jumped on. So, I don't know if you guys read The Athletic. There was apparently Ange's future is now uncertain, finally, after like 18 months.
Of course, yeah.
Okay.
And there were 3 names that I mentioned: Frank, Iriola, and Silva. That was the 3 main ones, anyway. So, do you guys?
Not our legend, Frank. I'm praying it's not our
legend.
No.
The guy at Coventry is doing well. Frank Lampard. To be fair, he's doing very well, I must say.
Because I know Elijah needs to go quicker than Joseph, as far as I know. Anyway, so Elijah, any of those names appeal to you at all?
I don't know. I'll be right. I don't really watch Brentford, Bournemouth, and what was the other name? I forgot the other name. Marco Silva. That's Fulham. Yeah.
Marco Silva.
Do they stand out? Not really. I mean, I don't watch any other team really because I just don't have the time. So, I mean, if we get one of those 3, they'll get the support from me just the same. And it's one of those ones. But I mean, the manager that people have compared to Ange more is the Bournemouth manager. And if he's the most similar to Ange, then wouldn't it make sense that people don't want him? I don't know, but I wouldn't really know. To be fair.
Yeah, to be fair, it's a difficult one. I think Ariola would be the best choice for now because I think, especially, let's imagine if we don't win Europa League this year, then we're not going to be in Europe next year. So he plays quite an intensive style of play. So I think he'd be able to do quite well, certainly for next year, because obviously then he'll have more time to work with them on the training ground, more time. I think for me, the most important thing is that we need someone that's actually going to be able to coach his players, and improve players on a limited budget. That's the kind of thing manager we kind of need, because we're not going to attract. we tried the big names in the past. We tried Mourinho, we tried Conte, but there's no point bringing them in if you're not going to back them. So, you know what I mean? We need to get someone in that's just more of a coach than anything else, if you know what I mean, rather than
Is there one of them that you'd pick though? If I push you to pick one, like
Iraola. I pick Iraola. I mean, Marco Silva would be a bad choice, but I pick Iraola first.
So for me, I know I heard he's the last one on the list out of the three, but I think Thomas Frank's a better fit for us, and I'll tell you why. In my opinion, anyway, I just think we need someone to come in and steady the ship and get us steady, like in Europe, say like top 6, 7 every year for the next 2-3 years to steady the ship. And I think Frank, because he's just very, I don't know what it is, like he's a good people person. I think he'll get
but Areola has world-class potential.
I know. I just think my worry with Areola is, number one, we're basing it off of this one season. So I kind of a bit worried. I mean, and he does play quite similar football to Ange. I'm not saying it doesn't work. I'm saying he plays similar football.
It works.
Marco Silva, I'm not hot on because, you know,
one game a week. So
he down tools at Watford, or where was it before? He went to Fulham. Like
Everton as well, right?
He down tools 2 or 3 times to leave, and I think he's a good manager. I just think that's about his level as well. Fulham, I don't think he's going to get better. Personally, this is my opinion. I agree with you. Already has the most potential, but I just think maybe we need like a stable manager for 2-3 years, like Frank.
I don't know. If he plays high intensity football, then like he'll
he doesn't play the best football.
But he'll be a rinse and repeat of Ange then at that point. Because if people say he's
common factor.
See, the problem for me with Frank, right? See, the problem with me, I think, well, there's 2 things. Firstly, we need to, obviously, it's not proven because we wouldn't know because we've not really seen him leave Brentford for a long time. So the thing is, do you reckon, does he play that way in Brentford because obviously he feels that's the way to get the best out of the players? Would he be able to change at all for Spurs? Because, the thing is, what I'm going to ask is, will Spurs fans accept like counter-attacking football, the football he plays? I mean, like, let's be honest, it's not going to be the most exciting football. You know what I mean? And we've grown up on Spurs' DNA being, you know, this like attacking every game, going for the win, and saying always going for it. I mean, obviously, I know we had Mourinho and Conte, so, you know, we had a counter-attacking football then. But a lot of Spurs fans didn't like it when, you know, people like Nuno were in charge as well, and he played similar football. Are Spurs fans going to accept that? That's the thing I want to know, really.
I don't think so. Just because like Mourinho and Conte are managers with previouses, like they're world-class managers, so you're willing to give them time, even if you don't accept it. Like Thomas Frank is a step down that he's coming from Brentford. So if someone coming from Brentford, like for example, if Pochettino didn't play football that the fan base liked, he would have been hounded out. It's because he played football that the fan base was okay with. That's for the most part he ended up staying. That's why. So if there's a manager making a step up to Tottenham, then they have to fit to what the fans want. If his managers come and step down to Tottenham, they can get away with it at least for a little while, isn't it? So, but that's why for me it's like Areola. I don't know. He'd probably be lost on my list personally, just because like if he plays as similar to, like if he plays the most similar to Ange out of pretty much any manager, even if he coaches and makes the players better, he'll basically be a repeat of what Ange has been the last 2 years. Like he'll do well first season.
Yeah,
that's
why I'm against him. Not against him, but I don't know. I don't know.
If he plays the highest intensity football, and if he plays similar to Ange, then the first season he comes, it'll be a good season because it's 1 game a week. And then if we get into Europe, it'll be a rinse repeat of the injuries and all the same stuff anyway. Yeah. So if it's still a high intensity, they play the most similar, it doesn't make sense to bring him in at that point, even if he's a better coach. For me, anyway, it don't make sense.
I think it'd be interesting as well is that because what I wanted to see really from sort of Areola if he does come in is that I just want to see someone that can definitely have a plan B for other teams. I feel like with Ange, unfortunately, let's be honest, he only has plan A for every single same team. Doesn't matter who you're facing, and then it works when you're playing the likes of Kilmarnock and Dundee United and Dundee when you're Celtic. You know what I mean? It works all the time, but when you're literally, in Premier League, you have to have a plan for other coaches. When you're going, when we are up against it, what was our plan? We can't just, attack our way out of it. When are we going to literally just have to suffer and then try and counter-attack and try and get results and try and find the best way to get results? That's for me. I think we need someone that's going to be able to adapt their philosophy on certain games.
I agree with you totally. That's why I think Frank is a bit better in that respect because
No, he's better in that respect. I agree. Yeah.
But that's just my preference, because I just think we need to steady the ship. I know it's not who I really want. Like, if I'd really want someone like Simeone, but he's not going to come, and also he won't work with Levy. So you need to I had to say this. I'll go into the process, obviously, but I've accepted the circumstance that Levy isn't going anytime soon.
Look, Spurs and Argentines have a history. Remember that.
They do.
I'm saying I've accepted the circumstance that Levy isn't going to go anytime soon. So we have to pick a manager that's going to develop young players as well. So that's why I think.
Do you not think Simeone will do that?
No. I'm saying if I had a choice, Nipper, and didn't have this transfer policy, I'd pick someone like Simeone personally. But because of the situation we're in, I'm leaning towards Frank more than the other two personally. I know everyone wants Iriola because he works with young players as well. But my worry is what Elijah just said about the intensity of the football, that because Levy won't back in with more players, for example, we're going to be in the same problems.
Right, to be fair, what can't be overlooked with Iriola, though, is, to be honest with you, because it's not just Bournemouth. I mean, he's got great results with Vallecano. He's gone to Barcelona and played tougher and got results. So I think this guy has gone, it's not just I know everyone's only looking at his one season at Bournemouth, but there's more to him than that. You look at what he did at Vallecano, there's definitely potential for him to be, really, really good, I think.
Yeah, it's just the 1 game a week thing. That's the only thing with me is like Vallecano, Bournemouth, it's all 1 game a week. Like if he does this next season with Bournemouth in Europe, then no problem in it. But if he's at Vallecano, Bournemouth, it's 1 game a week regardless, no matter which team he's been at. So if he stays at Bournemouth next season and they're still looking as good in 4 different competitions, then no problem in it. I was wrong. He could do the same thing at Tottenham, but as far as I know, it's been 1 game a week for him wherever he's gone. So that's why the intensity, like Ange had 1 game a week and he got 5th. You get what I'm saying? Like 10 games or not at the start of the season, he got 5th with 1 game a week. So Areola getting 7th or 6th with Bournemouth, it's impressive. Don't get me wrong, but once he's in a European competition, it's not going to be as easy as playing that intensity. Don't
get me wrong. When I talk about
that's
Frank,
where the transfer window comes in.
But Bournemouth can't spend. That's what I'm saying. Bournemouth can't spend. So
another can wait. There's a reason we can spend. We just don't choose
to. Neither can you guys. It's the same rule for everyone.
But Nick, when I look back at old Spurs managers, I mean, Joseph can vouch for me maybe a bit for this because Elijah probably wasn't around then. But when I look at like Redknapp, the reason Redknapp worked Spurs is because he liked to buy cheap players on the most part. Like he worked Cranjar for 2 million, take this player for 2 million, this player 5 million. Like he liked buying cheap players, so Levy loved it for the most part. But when he wanted to go big, that's when it started going wrong.
Yeah. Don't forget Louis Saha and Ryan Nelson on loan. Don't forget that. Yeah.
Louis Saha. That's Louis Saha playing for Man United.
Yeah, the Saha. Yeah, we got him on the free transfer in. I think it was a 6-month deal we got him for. I think in when was it? In 2012. Yeah, 2012.
That's when I turned Levy out. But I'm saying, and I look at Poch. Poch kind of got lucky with the players he had, but also he developed a lot of young players, which is why I think Levy liked him again because he developed the young players in the transfer policy. He fit the transfer policy.
Did he develop Harry Kane?
Well, to be fair, Sherwood brought him through, in my opinion. But
yeah, probably to Sherwood.
But then I think Poch developed it.
Tim Sherwood brought him through. Although actually, technically, Harry Redknapp gave him his debut though when we played Park in Europa League. Yeah.
Do you think after winning a trophy with Bayern Munich, he comes back to Spurs and tries to overtake Alan Shearer?
I think he'll come back to the Premier League or something. So whether it's Spurs, I don't know, but I think he will come back to the Prem. Yeah.
If it's not with Spurs, who do you see him going to? Because I don't see him going to any London rivals, especially Arsenal.
Potentially Man United,
Really?
It's not possible. It's not impossible. I mean, depends on where they are, or maybe I don't know. Would he go Man City?
But Man United.
If Haaland's going, would Kane ever go Man City? That's what I'm saying. Would they? No. Man City. Remember, he did want to go there once about 3 years ago.
Yeah, but Kane, he's going to be a Bayern for at least another year.
Do you think he'll accept being, what's the word, a backup option? Like, they wanted Haaland first. Now that he's gone, they're begging for him. Do you think he'll be happy with that?
Oh, well, To be
Well,
fair,
Haaland is
like,
going to get sold for the next few years anyway, so I don't see Kane going to Man City anytime soon.
No way.
Haaland's not getting sold for at least like 3 more years. He's not getting sold. He signed like a 10-year deal or a 9-year deal. Plus, there's no one in the market that wants Haaland, and no one that's probably gonna need no top
I think
team's
they
gonna need a
cut his release
striker.
clause anyway. Didn't he have a release clause to go to Real Madrid or Barcelona? They took it out.
Yeah, like, I don't think he has it now. But like even so, like Real Madrid don't need a striker no more. Barcelona for now don't need a striker. Bayern Munich for now don't need a striker until Kane's gone.
He's nowhere to go.
PSG, he's not gonna go to PSG because there's no point. So really, there's no top team in the world that needs a striker for the next few years. So Haaland's not going to be going anywhere for at least 3 or 4 more years, or until the last legs of the Lewandowskis and the Kanes, until they fizzle out. There's nowhere else for Haaland to go. So Kane's not going to go to City anytime soon. I don't see him going to United because he had the opportunity and he turned it down. If he'd only come back to Tottenham in the league. That's really it. I don't see him going. He might go maybe Saudi for a payday, maybe, or Brazil, one of these countries.
I don't see that happening.
Well, yeah,
if
he doesn't retire at Bayern, he'll come back to Spurs.
I see him going to Italy.
I don't know. It depends on what team in it. Because
like Juventus or in Inter Milan.
Juventus are going to sign Colomboani, so I don't think so.
Yeah, you're right.
And even Inter Milan, they got Lautaro and they got who they got.
Maybe Napoli once they let go of Lukaku.
Thuram. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, in terms of the top clubs in the world, they all have their kind of striker already. So there's nowhere, like, the strikers are kind of just locked at their clubs right now. It's just kind of how it is because there's not a demand for strikers at the top level.
Well, how about this, guys? How about if Isak goes to someone and you go to Newcastle, get Harry Kane?
I think if Kane comes to England, he's coming back to Tottenham. Personally, I don't think he'll go anywhere else.
I don't think he'd either retire at Bayern or come back to Tottenham. It'd be one of the two. I don't see him going nowhere else.
I agree.
Do you see him retiring at Bayern and coming back to and getting some coaching experience? Do you ever see him becoming a manager or a coach?
I'm not sure about him being a manager. I don't see him being a manager. I'll be honest with you.
Nah, attackers don't really do well as managers anyway, so I wouldn't.
Wasn't Zinedine Zidane an attacking midfielder?
Exactly. Yeah, it was a midfielder.
Attack. It had attack.
He's a midfielder though. When I say attacker, I mean a forward though.
You know what worries me about the manager's thing? Yeah, I have a bad feeling if we don't get any of these 3 names, we're going to get McKenna.
Oh God, no! Don't end up.
No. I'm just saying. If I hear in the summer, we're not getting Frank or Areola, I'm going to go put a bet on McKenna because that's what I think we're going to get. Like, just mark my words. I've been worried about this.
What about Eddie Terzic? Is he a name?
If they wanted him, they would have taken him by now, I think, personally.
Yeah. He's been available the whole time, isn't he?
I just
Julian Nagelsmann. Yeah, Inzaghi was a striker. Inzaghi was a striker.
Nagelsmann would never get Nagelsmann.
Got Mr. Boxer. I mean, Zagi's not the top managers of all time, but yeah, he's a decent manager to be fair.
I mean, he's on course to win.
Mr. Boxer, how are you?
The Prem.
Yeah, big up to everybody. By the way, Elijah, I don't know what bloody minerals are talking about on that on Jay's stream. I don't know what the hell he's talking about. Honestly, some people just need to lie. Honestly, they do what I need to be doing, which I've been doing, not watching Tottenham, doing what Kuba does. You know what I mean? Just bench. Yeah. You know what I mean? Get bigger and get better. You know what I mean? Because honestly, some people just got not a lie. You know what I mean? Going on loads of other streams and then making themselves known and then thinking, oh well, let's talk about somebody saying, oh, I don't want Mr. Box Office on. I've not said absolutely nothing. I've said nothing about this absolute.
I don't know why he thinks I don't know why he takes priority though. That's the thing that's weird to me. I don't know why he thinks he takes priority like that. Like he can just say who doesn't come on the stream. Like that's well, I didn't know what I've said to him. I don't know what I've done to him. I don't know what I've said to him. You know what I mean? It's like some of these people that you chat about. You know what I mean? A lot of people chat a lot of waffle. Like they've been chatting lots of waffle while I've been off because I've been struggling to say something because I've said everything I need to say. I've been in bliss. I've been in bliss for how long? Sorry, Hads. I'm taking over the show.
Don't worry.
Mr. Box Office just needs to have a little bit of time to. By the way, I'm preparing a stream. By the way, because Mr. Box Office has got a few things to say. You know what I mean? Because it's interesting now. Now that a lot of things are now starting to happen now. You know what I mean? So the negative lot that were talking, I was negative a year ago, 2 years ago, but all of a sudden now everything's now positive now because we're saying the right things about Ange now. Oh yeah, okay, who's right all along then? Oh, the main event. Oh yeah, forgot that. So when I was on Alan's stream before, but time added on when he was on, when I was getting laughed at, who's talking the sense then? Oh yeah, Mr. Main Event, isn't it? What was it when I went on Football Terrace? Yeah, and I said all those things. Oh yeah, I was talking sense, wasn't I? Again, wasn't I? Yeah, again. Do you know what I mean? What happened when I was on other shows and they tried to ram me out of shows? Oh yeah, the Main Event was talking sense again and again and again. You get what I'm saying? But then people say I'm going over the top. You know what I mean? This is what happens. You know what I mean? But then I'm not talking right now. You know what I mean? That's how it is every single time. You know what I mean? And now I've got to start saying that I've got to be happy that now I want Parachi back at my club, which is the most embarrassing statement from Mr. Box Office ever. You know what I mean? Honestly, I've never heard such absolute... Honestly, this club is just an absolute joke, you know? And for me, it's quite easy what we need, a coach. And I've been saying it for so long now, you know what I mean? And that's all I've got to say, and that's it. Back to you, Haz, I'm done. If you don't know, get to know. And I've only just got started.
No, but I agree. I'll just say I agree. That's exactly what I've been saying as well. I've been saying we need someone that's going to improve these players, a coach, it's basically not a manager. That's basically why I do agree with him there.
It's funny though, yeah. It's now people are starting to say what we're saying now, yeah, and starting to think, oh yeah, I was clever. Oh yeah, I'm clever now. Yeah, it's all good when people that were taking all the flack before when it wasn't popular, yeah. Now you get onto our side now, yeah. Now they take the credit now, yeah. Some people on the Football Terrace, yeah. Not Jaws, by the way. I'm not talking about Jaws, by the way, because Jaws my boy. He's my boy, yeah. Yeah, and I'm actually talking about Jacob. Yeah, I'm not even talking about Jacob, even though sometimes he was a bit on the dodgy side with the whole thing with, you know who, you know what I mean? You know who. We're not gonna go there, aren't we? We're not gonna go there, are we? You know what I mean?
I'm giving up on my channel, Mr. Box Office.
We've got to be diplomatic because Mr. Box Office knows how to be diplomatic. You know what I mean? Because I'll go out the right way. But anyway, moving on. But it's just like I don't even know what to say, man. You know what I mean? But all of a sudden now, it's cool to not like Ange now. It's cool to not like Ange. But when we were saying this to you, when we were telling you about the system, what were you saying to us? You're negative. You're this. You're that. You know what I mean? Don't need to say anymore. You know what I mean? People having a go at Stelios, having a go at Saba, having a go at me, having a go at my boy down the Hotspur Hood, who's talking absolute sense, by the way. You know what I mean? You know, having a go at all of us, saying, "Oh no, we don't want this. We don't need this. We don't need this." But now it's cool now, isn't it? You know what I mean? Has knows it, bruv. He knows this, bruv. He knows it, bro. Yeah. And now my boy Elijah's on board as well. Yeah. Well, he's always been my boy. You know what I mean? Yeah. I've always got his back, and I've always got Jay's back as well, and Hotspur Cave as well. You know what I mean? I've always got to mention the First Kings TV, my boys, Asmatic and Marlon, even though sometimes he's a bit of a flip for Marlon, but he's still underrated. You know what I mean? But anyway, sorry, and enough said by me, Mr. Box Office. Back to you.
Alex,
as I'm done.
What you want? Who do you want to replace Ange?
At the moment, I just need a coach at the moment. So for me, at the moment, Ariola's a quite a simple one. But then I'm saying, I'm looking at this. I think you could look at the Stuttgart manager if he was available. I do like this Will Steele's guy from Lons. I do like that the Will Steele's guy from Lons as well. I've mentioned him on Spurs Kings TV. One to watch, Ingo Perez from Rio Vallecano. He's another one as well. There are loads of coaches out there. We're going to go for the simple ones. I think Marco Silva, and it's interesting now. Paratici now is coming back, returning. He don't like Ange. I had a feeling about this. You know what I mean? Apparently, I've got to say apparently because I don't know if it's true for rumour's sake. Apparently,
a journalist called Rudy Galetti, I think, he reported it or something.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't want to take over the stream. Big up to. I need everybody else to have a go. You know what I mean? But back to you, I'm done. Back to as I'm done.
Yeah, Elijah.
Yep.
Anything else you want to say?
I mean, not particularly. Is there a specific question you got for the show?
No. All right.
Oh, you're talking about candidates in terms of Ange.
No, because Alice came on, I was asking about Ange, innit? Because I know.
I gave you an answer. I don't know.
As a caveat to this, just so Alex knows, I got called a narcissist for being Ange out. Anyway, that's another story. I'm not even joking, by the way.
You should be able to have freedom of speech to say you want to come in, or there you go.
If anything, guys, I should be supporting Ange because I'm Greek, and he's Greek. But I feel like the guy's letting down my flipping anyway. But Elijah, got Chelsea next Thursday, yeah? Do you give us any chance?
I mean, there's always a chance in it, but I don't think we're gonna win. I would be very surprised if we beat Chelsea, considering we lost at home. And for some reason, we never beat Chelsea at Stamford Bridge, and it's one of them. I don't remember the last time we did. It was probably
2018. We beat them once, but then Ellie scored 2 goals. That's it. That's when we beat them.
Then there you go. And I couldn't have remembered that time, to be honest. So I doubt it. I very much doubt it. But I mean, there's always a chance in it. Like there's delusional hope that we can beat Chelsea. And I hope we can in it. It's one of them ones, but I doubt it.
I think what it is, we have to go there though with obviously the strongest lineup possible for that one, because that is a London derby, that's pride at stake. You know what I'm saying? I think we have to go for it, but then try and win. You know what I'm saying? We have to go there to try and win. You know what I mean? There's no point resting players for that game, because that game's important. London derby, rest players against Southampton, and then I think we can go there and get a result. Maybe get a draw at max, but because they're not playing well, like your mate said. But
that's a good question. I don't know where he is. He hasn't replied any messages. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there's a chance. But it's just that we say this every year we go to Stamford Bridge, don't we? We always think there's always a chance that we can do it. There's always a chance, even in our best days and their worst, we still wouldn't get a result. So it's unlikely.
You know how many games I've watched, Joseph, where I think we should have won that game and then we just bottle it in the last 5 minutes? Like, it's just...
Yeah.
Especially
do you remember the Chelsea game last season when we're going there? Obviously, I know we just lost to Arsenal when we went there, but like Chelsea weren't even. They're just starting to play well on the pitch. That's at the end, and just when we were about to go there. I think they lost to Arsenal though. One of the previous games, they got lost bad like 5-0 or something, like a week or two before. But then after that, we went there, and then of course, terrible tactics, terrible play, and didn't get anything. We lost 2-0. So it's a difficult one. It's I remember the 2-2 draw though. When the year before, was it when Tuchel was Conte against Tuchel beginning of the season?
Yeah, the header, isn't it?
Yeah, the last minute. Yeah, that was it. But how would you think? Did he give us much chance to win? Is there any chance?
Well, it depends what team he puts out, because if he's going to rest, this is the thing. Yeah, like, do you think he's going to rest players against Chelsea or Southampton? Because Southampton's nearer, but then Southampton's also the protest day. So say if we have the protest, I'm talking theoretically speaking, we have protest. We go to the game, they rest players, then we lose the game. Like, can it potentially get worse?
No, I think he's got to rest players against Southampton. Absolutely has to, because he's got a big game on Thursday, and Southampton, let's be honest, they're arguably the worst Premier League team we've seen. They're actually on course to beat Derby's record at the moment. So yeah,
I know, but it's Tottenham, so I don't think it's possible, bro. If we rest players, we can still lose against Southampton. Like, it's possible.
Oh well, yeah, we've got Ipswich and Leicester this season at home. Let's not be fooled.
What I'm trying to say, like, so do you think he'll rest players against Southampton still? Because there's a risk that if we don't win that game, it could get worse.
He rest the players against Man City. Why wouldn't you rest players against Southampton?
Oh, he has to rest players against Southampton because we've got a big game against Frankfurt. Absolutely have to rest players.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I know it's a non-footballing thing, but the protest is before, So say if the protest we do well, then he rests players, then we lose the game. When it get worse in there,
no.
I don't think it honestly really matters. I think the most important thing that day is the protest. I honestly really couldn't care less about the result that day. Really, I care more about how the protest goes.
Yes, same.
We need to just play the best team that we can play, as far as I'm concerned. I just don't want to hear the excuses anymore for me, because we've got our players back now. I've got the percentages of how many times that Romero and Van der Ven have been missing. So for me, at the moment, that should be an excuse anymore for me. We've got Archie Gray, our generational talent that can play centre back. That's what people say, not me. What I say. And for me, there's no excuses now for me. The worry for me, like I said, and this is why I want him gone, is because I don't see it changing next season. Is that it's quite simple what he needs to do. You know what I mean? He should have learned. He should have learned from Man City when he beat Man City 4-0. He should have learned from Brentford, right? He should have learned from bloody Aston Villa, right? When we played counter-attacking football, played deep, right? He should have used that and adapt that to our system. What did he do? Go back to Ange ball. You know what I mean? I've got every single inkling that he's going to go back to Ange ball against Chelsea. I've got absolute inkling. The only reason why we go back to be defensive is because the players are telling him what to do. That's it, simple. I don't think this guy's got any clue whatsoever what to do.
And this is the problem. This is the problem is that we're going to go back to playing an Ange ball against Chelsea. We're going to get found out.
We're going to get run. They're going to be running so hard again, and then we're going to get tired again. You know what I mean? And this is why I'm saying, yeah, I'll celebrate if we win Europa League. Absolutely. But you tell me, in Champions League, what is he going to do?
Yeah.
What's he going to do?
Yeah, to be honest, I mean, even winning Europa League at the moment with his tactics is very unlikely. Let's be honest with you. I mean, it's not looking likely to. I don't see him going over two legs against, like, for example, a Lazio and being able to defend and then suffer and see it out. I don't see it.
That's just me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So will you give Ant another season if he wins the Europa League? What's your name, by the way? Bottom left.
It's Mr. Box Office, but you get straight to the point. I think you heard me before, right? If you heard me just now, I've said I'm not giving him a chance because he's not gonna change. He ain't changing.
But would you rather shit football and win trophies or play good football and win nothing?
That's not even a question. The question is what I've said already, right? Yes, he's won the trophy. That's fine. That's great. We'll celebrate. But the point I'm making is, right, this football is not going to be sufficient for next season.
It's not sustainable.
Right? He ain't changing. He's proved it already this season. Okay, let's do facts. Let's put facts on the table right now because I love facts. Do we love facts, everybody here? You know what I mean? Let's do facts. How many games have we lost this season, by the way?
Is it 18 or 19? 15
losses this season.
How many all competitions?
19.
19, yeah? Wow.
19. Yeah? I've also got win percentage as well, but I haven't got it to hand at the moment as well. But, if we're looking at our form from the form when we lost the game against Liverpool, right? 6-3. Where would we be in the form table?
17th.
Exactly, 17th. And you're telling me to give Ange any chance, please? Honestly, we're not doing this. We ain't doing this right now, man. We ain't doing this.
And you can't just keep blaming the injuries because at the end of the day, a lot of the injuries have been self-caused by his tactics or him rushing players back as well. If I'm honest.
We ain't doing this.
Why the players don't say no, Ange? When I'm not ready to start, give me a few more days.
Well, you just threw them in against Chelsea, didn't he? I want to get to the last game we played you. Actually, he threw both Romero and Van der Ven back in because he got desperate after that Bournemouth loss, and then so threw him in, and he tried to get some feel good back to back. It wasn't right though, was it? Because at the end of the day, they didn't get injured for another 3 or 4 or 5 months. Was it 3 months in? Like 3 months.
Why didn't they just down tools on him, like saying, well, "I'm not playing until I'm fit"? Like, why didn't Van der Ven just point blank refuse to play?
I don't know. It's a good point actually, but I don't know.
He came back against Elfsborg actually on it, because didn't he? Then he said he wasn't feeling right after Elfsborg. Remember that? He came back for one half, and then he got taken off at half time, and we didn't see him again for like another month and a bit.
I think when it comes to Van der Ven, it's probably just frustration because he clearly wants to play, but he's always injured, and it's like his hamstrings are things that if it's not properly managed, it will never go away.
Look, if I'm Van der Ven, I'm saying to Ange, I'm not playing until I'm fully fit. It's as simple as that.
But if he thinks he's fully fit and then he plays and he finds out he's not, the only way you can really find out if you're ready for match intensity is to play in the match.
Yeah.
That's the only way. It's not like he's playing 90 minutes. He's playing like 40, 45 minutes and then coming off. So it's not like he threw him on for a whole game and then he found out he's not good enough to play. Like he threw on for a half and then got taken off. So like you can train and you can feel fine, but until you actually play the game, you're not gonna know. That's why, like when you come back from an injury, you got to play yourself back into match fitness, because even you can train as much as you want, but if you're not match fit, you're not gonna be performing as well as you regularly perform. So that's what Van der Ven was probably doing. He probably thought he was ready, came in, played a half, realized he's not ready, and then went back to do the rest and recovery thing for another few weeks. So that's all it is, man. Until we start seeing him consistently in starting lineup, that's how we know he's match ready. Until then, we're just taking it game by game, innit? It's the only way.
Yeah. But you know, Elijah, what's going to happen? Yeah, we're going to play the high line again. He's going to go back, and his hamstring's going to tick again. You know it. You know it. You know what I mean? Because of the way that he plays him, and he ain't a good defender. All right. I stick by what I say. Davis is our best defender this season. I stick by what I say, and that's embarrassing. That's the most embarrassing statement ever, because he's a backup. And you know what I feel about backups. You know exactly what I feel about backups. Yeah, because if I want backups, I'll go and get Harry Winks back. Yeah, go and get Sanchez back. Yeah, go and get all those players back we said we're not good enough back in the club. You know what I mean? I'd rather have those players back. I want players to compete. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's what I want. Yeah, and I'm sorry, that's it for me. Right? I think Danzo's a better defender than him. That just says a lot for me.
What happened to that? Oh, that Uruguayan guy. Yeah, Bentancur. We haven't seen him in a while.
Oh, the reject from Juventus. Yeah, I forgot that. Yeah. Don't get me started on him. And again, it sums up our club. Yeah, as you know what I'm going to say about him. He's since he came in, I said he was a reject for Juventus. He's still a Juventus.
Wait. You say Juventus reject and all that. Sometimes those rejects aren't actually that bad. Look,
okay. Let's turn this around.
No. Listen. We signed a Man City reject in Cole Palmer. Look how well he turned out.
Okay, yeah, Cole Palmer's a terrible example, by the way. But let's look at it like this, right then.
But he was a top club reject. It's the same logic as you.
Yeah, but Cole Palmer and Rodrigo Bentancur are completely different. Rodrigo Bentancur came from Juventus as a winner, right? A Juventus winner, Italian league, right? He's come to Tottenham, right? He's only had 5 minutes. 5 minutes that he had 5 minutes in the bloody red light district in Holland, right? And then he came out of it, right? Had an injury and hasn't turned up since. And he's still that Juventus reject. He hasn't shown it.
So take care, everyone. I'll have to head out.
All right.
Big up, Elijah.
Take care in a bit, everyone. Peace.
Big up. But he's still the Juventus reject, man. He's still the Juventus reject because he's performing like the Juventus reject. He's supposedly a captain. Well, he ain't acting like the captain. I see him fluffing his lines every single week. You know what I mean? I've seen a young boy that I don't even still rate, Berval, right, doing better than him, right, for me, right? But I still don't rate him because everyone's over the top because we're playing so shit this season. Right, so you're telling me to say that he's not there are rejects do turn up. Yeah, they do turn up and they do play well. Yeah, they become good players. Yes, they do. In other clubs, yes, they do. But this guy's still a reject. He's still not showing me anything different to what he could have done. And this is supposed to be a seasoned professional winning championships. And you're telling me this guy's any good? Please now, man. No. Not having it. Not having it.
But look, you say he came from a Juventus winning title team and all that. Cole Palmer came from a winning team from Man City. They come off winning a treble and a Club World Cup.
But yeah, fair point. But the thing is, though, at least Cole Palmer's shown himself. But then he's disappeared because he's a young player, yes. But this guy is 28 years old. Right? Where's his excuse? Seasoned professional. He came to Tottenham, only had 5 minutes. Sorry, I called him Juventus reject for a reason, right? And he's still Juventus reject because he hasn't shown himself at all. And if we want to go deep, if we really want to go deep, yeah, Kulusevski's still Juventus reject as well. Let's be honest here, because he ain't that great either. He's a good player at best. Yeah, the player that should be making made more of is Maddison, James Maddison. But what does he do? What do we do? Play him everywhere. That's what we do. He's got the magic. He can do that. You know what I mean? That's what we need. You know what I mean? So I'm ruthless, man. I've seen better plays. I've seen good plays.
Not to interrupt, Alex. I've got to head off as well, guys. Yeah, but I'll see you guys soon. Yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Thank you, Harry, again for inviting me on.
Yeah, take care. We're almost finished anyway.
All the
So
best,
take
yeah?
care, Joseph. Safe coming on. Yeah.
Excuse me. Get back in.
All right, so yeah.
But yeah, that's just me. That's just me. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. Anyway.
Sorry if you thought I was having a go at you, by the way.
Bro. This is just you don't need to say sorry, bro. But it's football at the day, bro. But we're all passionate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As you know me, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The main event.
It's nothing personal, bro. It's football, bro. You know what I mean?
Alex talks football, man. It's other people take it so seriously, man. Honestly, it's just I don't get Alex. This is what I don't get about YouTube. I don't know why people take this sort of stuff seriously. Like, it's not that deep. If you don't like Ange, it's not that deep. Like, do you know what I mean? It's actually not that deep.
Right.
So people take it too seriously, man. That's what my problem is with YouTube, Alex.
Yeah, I know.
And then they just
like that the other day.
yeah. Anyways, I haven't probably closed off the stream now, but
Cool.
when can we next find you, Nippon? You're live next Tuesday, right?
Yeah, next Tuesday. I'm hoping you can hop on for that.
Yeah, I sent you a reply saying yes. I should be
Cool.
free.
Cool. I'll send you the link once I've set up the stream. I'll send you the link on Monday.
Yeah, cool. But I should be free anyway on the Tuesday. It's
Cool.
fine. Yeah. And Alex, you said you're going live. Is it tonight or
Yeah, hopefully tonight. Yeah, I'm sorting it out now.
like 11
Hopefully
o'clock or
tonight.
something? You know you go live late, don't you? It's 11 o'clock or something.
Well, hopefully soon as possible. Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, I'll be more specific, but then you know how it is. But yeah, back live tonight, talking about all Spurs news and talk about Ange and what the ins and outs of his future seriously in doubt for next season, and we'll get into it.
Yeah, I'll probably end up watching it anyway because I'm not doing anything. But yeah, please guys subscribe to Alex. I'm just gonna go put his link in the chat now. Hold on a second. TV, so people can go check you. I think people already subscribed to you probably, but I'm just putting the link so people haven't subscribed yet. They can go now. Okay. So Alex is live tonight. Please go subscribe to Alex. And I think that's it for us. And come on, you Spurs, I guess.
Speak soon, guys.